court hereby sentences you to life without parole. You have the right to an appeal. You must file a notice of appeal within 30 days. You have the right to be represented by counsel on appeal. Mr. Bloodworth, anything further?
Remain incarcerated until the date of your death is scheduled to occur. However, I do not know what your spiritual leanings are, and it really does not matter to me either way. I am very grateful that I live in a country where people can believe or disbelieve anything they choose, and that applies to you equally.
Something unexpected has just shaken the courtroom in Utah. According to circulating reports and claims coming from recent legal updates, the Kouri Richins case has taken a dramatic turn inside the court hearing. Sources online are now saying that Kouri Richins allegedly made statements in court that suggest a possible admission related to the death of her husband, Eric Richins. Even more shocking claims suggest that investigators may now be closer than ever to confirming what really happened behind closed doors on the night Eric died. But here's the twist. Nothing has been fully confirmed by official court transcripts yet. And that raises one big question. Did Kouri Richins really break down and confess, or is this another wave of courtroom rumors spreading faster than facts? This is one of the most disturbing and closely watched murder cases in recent American legal history. At the center of it is Kouri Richins, a woman who was once known as a mother, a real estate professional, and a children's book author. But everything changed when her husband, Eric Richins, suddenly died in March 2022 under suspicious circumstances. At first, it looked like a tragic loss. But as investigators dug deeper, the story began to shift in a direction nobody expected. According to prosecutors, Eric Richins was found dead in his home after reportedly consuming a drink allegedly prepared by Kouri. Initial reports suggested a possible accidental overdose. But toxicology results told a very different story. Authorities later claimed that fentanyl was found in his system, a powerful synthetic opioid that is extremely dangerous, even in small amounts. This immediately turned the case from a sudden death into a full criminal investigation. Detectives began going through financial records, phone data, and messages between Kouri and Eric. What they allegedly discovered made the case even more complicated. Prosecutors claimed there were major financial struggles in the marriage. Life insurance policies were reportedly discussed before Eric's death. There were alleged inconsistencies in Kouri's statements to investigators, and digital evidence suggested tension between the couple. Before the incident at this point, the case stopped being just about a sudden death. It became about motive, money, and intent. Months after Eric's death, something happened that made the case go viral. Kouri Richins published a children's book about grief titled, "Are You With Me?" The book was meant to help children cope with the loss of a parent, but the timing raised serious questions. How could someone write a grief book so soon after the death of their own husband? To some people, it looked like healing. To investigators, it raised even more suspicion. As the case moved toward trial, emotions inside the courtroom became intense. Witnesses were called, evidence was presented, and both sides prepared for a legal battle that would determine the truth behind Eric's death. Now here's where things get even more controversial. In recent days, online sources and unverified reports have started spreading a major claim that during a court hearing, Kouri Richins allegedly made statements that could be interpreted as an admission or partial confession. Some versions of the claim suggest she broke down emotionally. Others say she responded to prosecution evidence in a way that may imply responsibility. However, and this is important, there has been no fully verified official court transcript released publicly confirming a direct confession. So while social media is exploding with these claims, legal experts are urging caution. because in high-profile cases like this, rumors often move faster than verified facts. According to prosecutors, the case against Kouri is built on several key points. First, they argue that fentanyl was not accidentally present, but allegedly introduced deliberately. Second, they claim financial motivation may have played a role, pointing to life insurance discussions and debt concerns. Third, they suggest that Kouri's actions after Eric's death, including public statements and her book, raise serious questions about intent and timing. Prosecutors have consistently maintained that this was not an accident, but a planned act. On the other side, Kouri's defense team has strongly denied all accusations. They argue there is no direct proof she administered anything to her husband. The prosecution is relying heavily on assumptions and interpretations, and the evidence does not clearly establish intent beyond reasonable doubt. They also highlight that grief can affect people in unpredictable ways, including how they respond publicly after a loss. According to the defense, suspicion is not the same as proof. As the case developed, it exploded across TikTok, YouTube, and true crime communities. Clips from court hearings, breakdowns of evidence, speculation videos, and emotional reactions from viewers worldwide. This case became more than just a legal matter. It became a global true crime story. And with that attention came something dangerous: misinformation spreading as fact. The reason this story continues to attract attention is simple. It contains every element of a modern true crime mystery: a sudden and unexplained death, a spouse at the center of suspicion, financial motives, a dramatic courtroom battle, and a public figure writing a grief book after the tragedy. It feels like something from a movie, but it is real life. As of the latest available information, the legal process is still evolving, and not all claims circulating online have been officially confirmed by the court. There have been no universally verified public records confirming a full courtroom confession as described in viral posts. The case remains complex, sensitive, and heavily debated. What is clear, however, is this: the investigation into Eric Richins' death has permanently changed the life of everyone involved. So the question remains, did the truth finally come out inside the courtroom, as some sources are claiming? Or are we watching another wave of internet speculation blur the line between fact and rumor? One thing is certain: this case is far from over. And when the final truth is revealed, it may change everything we thought we knew about what happened to Eric Richins.